Maybe you're aware that more than half of small businesses fail within the first 5 years. That's not very encouraging if you're wanting to be your own boss, right? So what characteristics and skills do you need to be counted in the successful group of entrepreneurs that actually scale their businesses beyond the first 5 years? That's what we're going to be talking about in this video, so be sure to keep watching so that you can make sure that you have what it takes to succeed. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to bring up is the fact that you need to have perseverance and resilience, because building a business is hard. If it wasn't, we would all be doing it, right? So there are going to be setbacks, there are going to be roadblocks and failures, but you got to look at those things as learning experiences and building blocks for getting you to the point of being successful. A lot of people don't get to the point of being successful because they are focused on those failures. They're focused on all the things that went wrong and think that they can't then do it. So you need to be able to persevere through all that and to have a positive outlook, to see those as experiences you can learn from and that you can do things differently and you can still make things work. You just need to persevere through it. And each stage of business is going to have its different challenges. So it's not just in the startup phase, there are different phases and there's going to be different challenges with each one. So you need to be able to persevere through all of those and not give up. The second thing I would say is to be adaptable and to be innovative, because things are constantly changing on the online world. So there's different, there's new programs, there's new apps, there's algorithm changes. All of those kind of things means that we have to be really keeping up with what's new, but also taking advantage of those new things to being able to work for us. So if we are thinking that we're going to stick with the old platform, the old way of doing things, it's very likely that our business isn't going to grow in the same way as if we adopt these new ways of doing things, but also to do things differently. So while it's a good thing to do something that's already working, like why reinvent the wheel, right? But at the same time, if we always do it that way, then there's, and we don't experiment with some other things and we don't try new things, then we're not necessarily going to keep growing. So I think certainly some of us in certain areas of professions it would be really good to be innovative and to really be pushing the boundaries and be thinking, how can I make this better? Yes, this works, and this is the foundation of how I'm going to do my business because it's a proven model, but how can I improve that? So I think that is certainly a characteristic of those entrepreneurs that are going to go a whole lot further than those who are just going to try and stay safe on proven models without actually trying to branch out from that. Number 3 is to have good communication skills, because as a business owner, you are ultimately a salesperson. You are trying to sell your service or your product, and it's really important to be able to communicate well with your customer. So you want to be able to listen well. That's really key. You want to know what they're wanting, what they're needing, and then to be able to provide that for them. So you want to be able to communicate that in such a way that they understand that you can provide that. So you might want to learn the art of persuasion. And when I say that, I'm not saying in a sleazy way, because we don't want to be manipulating people, but you want to be able to communicate in such a way that they can see how you can meet their need, and that it can be a mutual beneficial relationship in the sense that you provide them with value and they provide you with some revenue for whatever it is that they're getting. So the communication skills is really important. Number 4 is lifelong learning. And there's this saying which says, the more you learn, the more you earn. So if that's true, which I believe it probably is, then I would encourage you to keep learning. And you could listen to podcasts, read books, take online courses, go on masterminds, get a coach. There's so many different ways that you can keep on learning and improving yourself. And you want to improve yourself personally, but also improve your skills so that you have more to offer to your audience. And the more you have to offer to them, it benefits them, and ultimately that will benefit you as well. Number 5 is to be yourself and to own your uniqueness. You want to be different. You don't want to be the same as everybody else. Imagine that you're looking at a field full of sheep and there's an elephant in the field. What is your attention going to be drawn to? is going to be drawn to the elephant, right? So you want to be that elephant in the room, so to speak. You want to be that thing that stands out from everything else that's out there. And the main thing that makes you stand out is you. So other people may be offering the same product or the same service, but the main difference between those things and what you have is you and the way you see it and the way that you present it and all of this kind of thing. So don't be afraid to be different. It's going to be the fact that you're different that's going to make you stand out, and people are going to want to buy from you. Number 6 should go without saying, but you do want to be honest and have integrity when you're dealing with your customers, because otherwise you're not going to have customers for very long. So that also applies to the government and the business side of things. Ultimately, your business is going to succeed much more likely if you are honest and you have integrity in all of the areas of your business and your personal life as well. Number 7 is to be self-disciplined, because building a business is hard and there's parts of it that you're just not going to like and you're not going to want to do, and you're going to much rather sit on the sofa and watch Netflix, to be honest. So you need that self-drive, that self-discipline in order to go ahead and get those things done regardless of how you feel about it. So that you can keep moving your business towards success. Number 8 is to be decisive and to take action. So you're not going to let the fear of failure stop you from trying something. And if it doesn't work, then you try something else, right? Now, I do want to caveat that by saying that I'm not saying try something else in terms of an entirely different goal or different business. So you're still working towards the same goal. But if this strategy didn't work, then you can try a different strategy that works towards that same goal. If you want me to explain a bit more about that, you can check out this video right here. But I'm not going to go into all of that again right now. What I do want to say is you do want to be someone who is decisive, who takes action, because someone who isn't a good leader. And as a CEO of your business, you need to basically step into that role of being a good leader who has those qualities. And especially if you have a team under you, you need to be able to know what it is that you want from them, and to be able to decide where the business is going and what you need to take action on. And number 9 is to have a clear vision of where you are headed. So don't focus just on what you're juggling with right now. You want to have a vision for the future. So maybe think 5 years ahead. What does your business look like? And then work back from that and put the structures in place now that will help you to actually achieve those results. Now, in today's culture, the use of video is super important to building that know, like, and trust factor, so that your audience feels comfortable buying from you or working with you. So if being on camera is something that you struggle with, then be sure to check out the link below, which will take you to the 7 on-camera secrets that every online course creator should know. And also, let me know in the comments section below which of these characteristics resonated with you the most. If you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications on more videos related to creating online courses using video. Stay creative, and we will talk soon.